YouTube, this is your boy Ali. So if you remember my fourth vlog, I think it was fourth or the third vlog, where I went to a motorcycle course. I was buying my gloves, and when I came out of that dealership, I told you I was going to be on a motorcycle. You gonna see me on it. Here's a clip for it, but you gonna see me on a bike pretty soon. Guess what? There's a reason why I'm wearing this. I got my 2017 Suzuki Gsxr. So here it is. So I've already done some work to it. I got rid of that ugly fender. Well, I'll call it ugly. Right here. See, that fender is gone. It was sticking out. The tag was right here pretty much. So I'll put this thing on there. Yes, last night, as a matter of fact. There's an LED light which I placed up there. The wiring's running through the back seat. Thanks to Sajid Bhai, I was able to remove some of the stickers with his brand new heat gun. And now we're gonna put the tank pad on there, and I'm sure it'll look nice. And here it is. By the way, I still have to get rid of this thing. It's that muffler. I'm gonna put an M4 exhaust tip on it. So yep, here's my motorcycle. I'm gonna start it up and show you guys, kind of talk about my experience. So anyhow, I'm gonna put the tank pad on, finish it up, and then start it up and show you guys. I don't have a GoPro yet. So guys, I got my tank pad on. Looks pretty nice. It's on there pretty securely. I don't think it's going anywhere. So here it is. Alright, so I'm going to start it up. Just to make sure it's neutral. Squeeze in the clutch, because all the Gsxrs you have to. And the power button, it's right here. By the way, that's the stock exhaust. So that was a stock exhaust. It's pretty loud for being, you know, stock. I'm gonna get the M4 on it, and then hopefully get a GoPro. Yo, it smells like a lawnmower in there. Anyways, so once I get a GoPro, I'll get the motovlog running. But until then, alright guys. So let me show you the motorcycle in the sunlight. So let's see how that looks. So. Here it is. So there's that fender I got rid of. And like I said, I gotta get rid of this thing. And here's the bike. Please don't mind the stuff in the garage. It's a lot of tools. Let's just put it that way. What's going on, guys? So I'm back. I wanted to share a bit of an experience. So if there's anyone out there that's planning to get a bike, or perhaps, you know, thinking about which bike should they go for, if you were to ask me, I would go for minimum of 600 cc. And there's a reason why, because 250 you will grow out of it. Yeah, they're much lighter, much easier to ride around. I mean, they're fine bikes too, don't get me wrong, but you'll grow out of it, then you'll probably want to go for a bigger bike, and you know, it's just going to be a lot of waste of time and money. But I'll be honest to you, when I got to the dealership, as soon as I sat on that motorcycle, my heart just started pounding, because just thinking it's so heavy and the weight, and I'm like, am I going to be able to ride this thing home, or what's going to happen? I'll tell you a little story what happened to me. So when I got the bike, did a little circle around the parking lot at the dealership, because that's what the salesperson said too. Just, you know, do a little circle, get used to the bike. I did a little circle, came back around, parked. So he basically wanted to show me around, like do a little walk around the bike, show me a few things. So when I came around and I parked the bike, I turned it off. I put the bike in B mode while I was doing a little circle in the parking lot. And as soon as I turned it off, somehow I think it's by default it goes back to A mode, and it did. So guess what? I rode that motorcycle from the dealership to the house all in A mode. Yes, there was a thing, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm like, that's a lot of power for B mode, but guess what? I was able to ride it. I mean, see, the key is, in my opinion, it's not about braking. Yeah, braking is important, all this stuff is important, shifting and all of that. But if you could control that throttle, I think you'll be just fine. So if you're planning to get a motorcycle, go for a 600 minimum. I mean, you could go for a higher, like a 750. I think Suzuki is the only one that does that. After that is a 1,000 liter bike. But definitely go for a 600, because if you're afraid to ride it, trust me, I was afraid to. I'm not gonna lie. 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of riding on local roads, and then I got on this beltway, which is near Baltimore, 695. A lot of traffic, but got on it. Literally being on a highway within 5 minutes. The bike was just amazing. I mean, if you were to ask me, I'd go for a 600, go for a Gsxr 600, because the bike will do what you want it to do. You want it to lean, it'll lean for you, and it's just such an easy bike to ride. I haven't experienced the rest of them. I've been on a R6. They're not that comfortable. Kind of sit up high. With this bike, your feet's planted on the ground when you're stopped, especially. Brembo brakes, they do a great job, especially on higher speeds. I mean, you can stop pretty fast. You can lock it up if you want, which is a bad idea. But other than that, I was on the highway. I went to see my brother. That's first time riding a 750. Went to see my brother, then from there went to see my older sister. Wanted to show off the bike a little bit, I guess, and then went home. They're planning to ride, go get a motorcycle. I would personally think 600 would do it. I mean, they're not that, they have a lot of power. I mean, another thing, I was on the highway and I was going down. I tried to pass a car. As soon as I looked down, I was doing about 60 when I was about to pass it. After that, I was about, what, 110, which was kind of scary for a moment. But then I'm like, you know, riding a motorcycle is not that hard, guys. If you're planning to do it, go take the motorcycle safety course. Go for it. Do not hesitate. And by the way, do not be afraid, because I was afraid. That you don't want to be scared riding a motorcycle, because it's not good for you, because your mind's going to be somewhere else and you're going to cause an accident or hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. So anyways, if you're new to this channel, if you're just watching this, please subscribe. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming up. Hopefully start motovlogging down the road, and you know, go from there. So please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment below if you have any questions. You know, if you're on the same boat as I am, just starting to ride, go ahead, comment below. I will get back to you, I promise you on that. So ride safe. If you don't have a motorcycle, trust me, it takes time, but you'll get it. And don't hesitate. Alright guys, see you guys on the next vlog. Peace.